Hey, Brian Kelly's Digital AI Avatar here. If you're an MSP owner, you probably didn't get into this to become a copywriter, a marketer, an SDR, and a full-time LinkedIn poster on top of running delivery. But that's where a lot of firms end up. You're good at the work, and then growth depends on somehow creating consistent pipeline as well, usually referrals. So what's the deal with AMSP, and what do you actually get when you sign up? That's what I'm going to walk you through. First, we handle the foundation. That means dedicated sending domains, secure Google Workspace mailboxes, and the setup work most people skip until something breaks. We configure SPF, DKIM, and DMARC properly because outbound only works when deliverability is taken seriously from day one. And we keep an eye on reputation over time, so this doesn't turn into a blast and pray setup that burns your domains after a few weeks. It's not the flashy part of the offer, but it's the part that makes the rest of the machine work. By the way, this part of the video actually isn't AI. I'm really an astronaut. Continuing on. The centerpiece is the AI engine. It understands your ideal customer profile by industry, company size, geography, and the buyer roles you actually want to reach. How? Because we've been running MSPs for years. So instead of generic sequences, it sends researched, personalized emails in LinkedIn every month with real context baked in. It reads their blogs, their websites, the news, the job postings, everything. Again, this part of the video is totally real. I'm a fireman also. We do it at volume too. We're talking thousands of outbound emails monthly without it sounding like you smashed together a template at midnight, targeted precisely in the geography and industries you serve. Then when replies come in, the system handles them automatically and keeps the conversation moving instead of letting good intent die in somebody's inbox. That's really the point. More qualified conversations happening in the background while you run the business. It doesn't stop at email either. AMSP coordinates outreach across inbox and LinkedIn so prospects see a consistent message in both places. Check it out. The AI that created this image thinks call fetching is important. What could be more important, really? That matters because breakthrough usually comes from repetition with context, not one lonely touch and a hope for the best. On Average, it takes 7 touches to convert a new MSP client. When the channels work together, you get a much better shot at being noticed by the right people. When leads engage, they move into the SDR workbench. That's where inbound and active conversations get organized in one place. You can score and prioritize accounts, pull call sheets, track deal stages, and keep the research right next to the opportunity instead of scattered everywhere. AI can also manage this for you. So your team isn't just generating interest, they're actually working the right leads from a real cockpit. You can also build lists freestyle. Filter by the kinds of companies and contacts you actually want instead of waiting around for somebody else's static audience. Then the system goes deep on research, pulling company and contact background automatically so outreach starts informed. That's how you avoid generic messaging. You know who you're talking to and why they should care. There's even an on-site swag route planner. Pick a city, map an efficient route, and line up in-person prospect visits without turning it into a logistical mess. And yes, if you want to show up with a box of donuts, this is the kind of feature that makes that move feel surprisingly well organized. AutomatedMSP is meant to support all levels and forms of outreach so you get clients. Then there's Content Studio, which helps you keep showing up without having to invent every post from scratch. I used it to make this video. You can generate LinkedIn posts, carousels, infographics, and other social assets that make your firm look active, credible, and current. It can even help you with scheduling. So content stops being that thing you know you should do, but never quite get to. So that's the stack. Deliverability, outbound AI, LinkedIn coordination, SDR workflow, deep research, route planning, deep data, and contact info and content creation, all working together to help you grow. And that's not even everything you get in the platform, just the highlights. The big idea is simple. AMSP does a lot of the marketing heavy lifting in the background, so you can stay focused on running the MSP. We have AI now for this kind of stuff. If you want to see how it works in practice, visit the website and take a closer look.